Hello boys, Cool Yoshi here, and welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough of Paper Mario the Origami King. Not really blind as much now since we've done most of the game, but anyways, we left off finishing off all of the boss refights, and we now have 100% of the map completed, but we still need HP up parts that we didn't get, so we're gonna go ahead and get those, because technically those are probably required for 100%, so that's why I thought I would do that. I'm not gonna actually cut anything out of this video because this video is gonna be really short otherwise, so this is going to be instead my finale of the game. So we went through it, done stuff, and yeah, this is gonna be the finale. I'm definitely finishing the game today. Cause, fun stuff. So yeah, this was a cool area to visit, but anyways, I figured out that I completely forgot a couple max HP up parts and several other things as well, so I needed to go back and do that, so that's what I'm doing right now. As for the enemies, I actually do need to defeat a couple of them. And also, I am not freeing from any battles because, yeah. Because I kind of can't. Okay. So we have a couple of battles that must be fought, Our gear, by the way, doesn't matter anymore since the final boss is the last major opponent we have to fight, and he's literally the same every single time, so there's no real point to that. But regardless, we still have to beat him again for 100%. I would normally cut out parts like this, which are unlocking segments, but I thought I would use this one to actually talk about a few stuff. So 100% what I was going for obviously includes everything you can get on the map, completing the museum mainly of all 5 of its exhibits, including the trophies. So I collect every single collectible treasure and fill in every not bottomless hole, hit every question block, and also save every toad. As well as a couple of other mini achievements, sort of, that this game has that have to be unlocked by going through and doing stuff. So yeah, there's quite a few things here. So anyway, it's hard to really know what we're doing, yeah, but we're going to start with this because there's a thing we missed right here that we can dig in the middle of, and here we find our last max HP up part, and as you can see, there's a shriveled HP up part there. So, yeah. We mainly missed 2 different HP up parts, as well as, we didn't kill 2 specific enemies. Of course, both of them were probably some of the trickier enemies to find, because both of them were during a section where we just instantly kill everything on our way, so, yeah. So we're just gonna walk into each of these guys and trigger battles, because if we trigger a battle, we'll see that a new enemy appears, the Shoe Goomba. This Goomba only appears in the mixed, only appears in this area. So, yeah, we have to take him out here, so we are required to defeat him here. Yeah. The Shukuma is pretty much like its regular self as before, but he'll occasionally peek out and hide. So, yeah, there's that. I think... I'm not actually sure how to defeat him other than the hammer, but anyway... There we go. So we defeated our first Shoe Goomba, which gets us a flashy boots and a couple of other items. And they can only be fought by defeating the enemies here, so... Yeah, I'll trigger another battle just to show you what it's like. So yeah, there is, again, Shoe Goomba. Shoe Goomba, probably one of the rarer ones to see. Definitely. Nice, perfect line up there. That was a very quick break, by the way, on our flashy iron boots. So, from the looks of their mechanic, they don't take any damage from jump, regardless of what you use, or fire flower, but can be defeated in one shot with the hammer. So you're supposed to only hammer them. So naturally we should probably have tried to get them into a hammer section, but oh well, it is what it is. Could have probably not done this with that, because this would be easy otherwise. And the reason why I say my gear is useless is because it only gets used in certain battles, and the only thing that's gonna be useful for us, at least that I know of, is HP up parts. By the way, we have so much gear, it's actually kind of ridiculous. As silly as it is, though, we do have to still win the 200 battles because of, well, craziness. Because otherwise we can't do anything about it then. But yeah, those two enemies in the tunnel are the only areas you can encounter a Shoe Goomba in the entire game. So you'd think you'd probably just run them over, but no, you actually have to fight one of them. So in that case, you would run into the first one, and then battle a second one. Okay, so we'll probably finish off this section with the max HP art part first. So, to do that, we're gonna go to Shogun Studios and just take the teleporter back and then just leave Toad Town for the other area. So back into the whispering once again. Very obnoxious work. So, yeah. I'm gonna actually do that first. But anyways, obviously with a shriveled item, we have to take it back to the Whispering Woods Pond in order to revive it into an actual max HP up part again, which is cool. Also, if you're having trouble finding max HP up hearts, there's a Love Toad on Heart Island after he gives you a free 20 heart that'll actually tell you the locations of each of the max HP up hearts. And as far as I know, yes, these are required for 100%. But I did make sure to check the other stuff. But other than finishing the museum, there's nothing else we have left to do. And we already explored for all those exhibits. At least the best I was able to do. I may still look through the Collectible Treasure exhibit. But other than that, I don't really know what to do. So I figure I'd leave this in this time. Because we haven't really done a walk like this in a while. Because... painful stuff, man. Things like this can take a really long time sometimes. Yeah. You know what's really sad about this? Our HP healing doesn't even do anything. I'm not sure if we're even allowed to heal. In anything other than the second fight, that is. Because, I haven't tested yet. I don't think you can use HP up mushrooms or whatever on other stuff. I heard, actually, now that I think of it, when I tried to use, mushroom, yeah, that's right, mushroom. I used a mushroom on a specific spot. Then, I used that, and I was able to get a couple of stuff done as a result. It's always nice to save at least a little bit. My last save will not be until after we finish, though. Of course, this whole Whispering Woods segment was in the first part. Alright, so here we go. We're putting the shriveled max HP up heart in the sprain, which revives it. Into a normal max HP up heart, and that gets us all the max HP up hearts. 200 HP, just like in Cover Smash. Yeah, I've heard that like 2 times already. You don't have to say that. Anyway, I'm going to be right back as I go to the next section, because this will take a little while, so I want to skip at least this, but then the rest of it I won't skip. So anyways, see you when we reach the next area that we need to go. Oh guys, I restarted this in the middle of cutscene or whatever, but welcome back. I went through that law nonsense, and now it's time to finally face the Fly Guy battle. This is our first time actually facing them in battle, and we forgot to do this the last time. Because, yeah, that's something that happens. Also, yeah, I should have realized I could just do a jump pattern here, because they are immune to other stuff, and I think their power actually makes them immune to regular boots, so it's another one of those you have to use the iron boots to beat them, I think, but I could be wrong. Cause, yeah, anyway. We don't even need excellence anymore, I'm mostly just doing them for extra points, whatever. So just like before, we'll show you 2 battles of this. Oh, we also get the blooper enemy that we've never battled before. Oh wow, I just realized what the pattern is. You move that out to move that to the side, and then you move that back to finish off, which is ridiculous, but hey. Now, in some of the other games, Fly Guys did not have immunity to regular jumps, and they wouldn't be counted as a spiky enemy. Because they are normally immune to hammer instead. But I just like to use the iron boots on them, because I have so many anyways that there's no point. But anyways, as you saw by defeating that guy, we did get another trophy, which is our last trophy we need for 100%, and now also we're at 200 HP now, so we're at the maximum HP possible now, so I assure you we've gotten 100% this time. I already checked the other museums, they're really good, so they're already fully completed, so I guess now we'll just check all the collectible treasures now. After we collect our final trophy, that is. And yes, you can collect all the trophies in this game and not 100% because of not having the highest HP. Origami Aficionado, or whatever the heck that was. With that, Mario, you've earned every possible joy. Now I have the complete set, I can charge double the mission. Finally, Museum Champagne will take its rightful place among the most prestigious museums in the world. Whoa, I didn't know you were so nakedly ambitious. It's cute. Oh well, thank you. We should really both be thanking Mario. He is the one responsible for making my dream come true. My dream of curating the most complete and expensive museum in the world. Oh! This is a secret ending to 100%. Wait. What? Oh, okay! So, getting the 100% ending for the museum spawns in some more toads. That was never in Sticker Star or Color Splash. Of course, in Color Splash, I never actually completed the museum. Oh, you already know. So all this stuff in the museum is for you, right? Wild. Yeah, so there's now a bunch of toads wandering around the exhibits when we do that. Where do I even start with this stuff? Is there a guidebook or something? Okay, so a bunch of toads start appearing. I don't have time to check, but I assume there's a toad in every area now. So anyways, we're gonna look at the trophies we gotten. We have stuff like Peach's Castle, Mario and Bowser, the log cabin, and all of our bosses that we had to face, like the colored pencils, the rubber band, and hole punch, tape, scissors, and stapler, which are like our main bosses we had to face. Then we had the folded Bowser and some other stuff here. And we have, the Toad Researcher and the max HP up part here on this second page. And then on this one we have the Paper Macho Sniff It Outlaw, Ken Food Party, also the Princess Peach, and Luigi as well. And then on this one, oh wait, okay, alright, that's the end of part 1. Okay, now part 2. So here we have all the world free stuff, including Professor Toad, our Fire Flower, and the Submarino Marino as well. And then, oh yeah, and Lamp Scam, let's not forget about that. The Spade Island Barrel, our Hammer, and Sea Captain Toad. And the actual Captain Toad, and Paperacho Gooper Looper, and some other cool stuff here. Then on this one, we have the Origami Craftsman, of course. And, yeah, Bowser Jr., because why not? And Diamond Island. A few of those really cool. Okay, you know what? Maybe I should actually highlight each of these to make it easier. And, and this one we have Kamekin, Princess Peach, and also Sun Def Cannon, because why the heck not? And Paper Mistake, Buzzy Beetle, and of course Origami Castle, the final area of the game. And then for our trophies, we have, I'm gonna have to say this again, the Battle King trophy, which we won from winning 200 battles in the world, which is just like defeating the folded soldiers. The Coin Collector, which we won by getting 30,000 coins throughout the entire game. Question Blockhead, which is hitting every question mark block in the world. Fish Finder, which is catching the legendary Cheep Cheep and legendary Gooper. Legendary Booper. I almost said Gooper again because I just told that. Rain Champion, which was from completing Scuffle Island. Quizmaster, which was for completing Shy Guys Finish Last with a perfect score, including the Sudden Death Challenge. Shuriken Master, getting 100 or more points in the Expert mode on Shuriken Dojo, which is basically a high score race. Completely forgot about that. Coin Captain for finishing the Eddie River Rapids minigame with a perfect score, collecting every single coin. Speed Rain King, which is gotten from completing 16 or more rings as a high score during the Speed Rains trial in the Battle Lab. And True Rainer for completing level 1, 2, and 3 of the Rainer in the Battle Lab. Art Collector, which is done by completing the Art Gallery, which is done by finding every single toad in the world and using their toad points to restore the Art Gallery. Then Origami Toad Collector from saving every single toad in the game. Collectible Collector, which we get by collecting every collectible treasure in the game. Origami Aficionado, which we just got, which is from facing off against every basic enemy in the game, at least in the terms of folded soldiers. And Sound Disc Collector, which we get by filling in every single bottomless hole. Yes, yeah, and that is correct. We get it by filling in every single bottomless hole. So as a result of this, we have finally completed 100%, but we are not done with the game just yet. We're going to make Ollie pay one last time, so we're gonna do pretty much a speed run of the final boss and just see what happens and hope for the best. And I'm not gonna cut out anything, so if I fail, that'd be kind of shameful, but thankfully I did watch a video on how to do it, and also because I technically know his patterns, Ollie shouldn't be too bad. Sure, second and third phases can be scary, but it shouldn't be too tough that we can't handle it. It'd be silly otherwise. So anyways, heading back to the area, saving, and then heading in to finish the game one last time. Let's see if there's a true ending. So anyways, we can skip this cutscene now and go straight into the battle. So this is a little bit faster. We're not gonna show any of the dialogue. So I guess this may as well just be a guide on how to do this guy fast. Keep in mind it's still kind of new because I still don't know what he's gonna do for each of the things, but you're pretty much forced to use a Velmental thing on him and then immediately go straight for the hands, straight away. Okay. So as you can see, now Fire Velmental is probably one of the worst ones we could have gotten because he straight up just goes for the fire thing right away. And also he heals whenever he takes too long. Whoa. I completely forgot what my controls were for a second there. That was nearly terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, that's actually not that bad. We could probably still win with that. So we're going to choose the Water Velmental power because we have to pretty much go for the Velmental power straight away because he goes straight into the big attack straight away and there's no way to avoid it. So we just have to use this to stop him. No, my flames. I think we have actually defeated this boss one time before, maybe, but it's been a while. Now we'll go for the hands, because you can only damage this boss by using either the hands or the water thing. So anyways, we're forced to take out 2 phases of this, with each phase taking out, reducing his HP by 50%, and also now I know that he doesn't always start with the Earth Elemental, so which one he starts with is completely random. So it's literally the same pattern we got the last time, but Earth is second this time, which is really interesting. So anyways, the solutions, you have to use Water Velmental on the Earth Velmental boss, if that is a thing that happens. And also, yeah, I have to do like that, right? Also, I have to be quick about this too because he heals after every turn. For Earth Elemental, you want to freeze him using Ice. For Water Elemental, you want to use either Fire or Earth. It's kind of strange. I still have never known that. For the Ice Elemental, you obviously want to use Fire against him. And, yeah. And the other one I'm still not too sure about. I'm pretty sure it is Earth, but there again. And that would, of course, happen if you get the Water Elemental as your boss, but I've never actually seen that. Cool, he can't move. Alright. This is probably my least favorite pattern, by the way, because of having to do some movement a little bit more. 1, 2... And as you can see, auto heals, so you have to be very cautious of how fast you go. A little bit of a trolley fight because of that. Yes, he auto heals 30 HP. Though I'm kind of getting wrecked because of his patterns being a lot more annoying than I initially expected. Like, the hands are not in the correct spot that I expected it to be, so... Initially, I expect them to be somewhere in, like, the third area, but... Wow. Okay. Well, this is a bad first phase. He can't move, but we can't do anything to him either. We're just forced to take the on and fall. There's nothing else I could have done. And now he breaks out and does his attack, because we happen to not take him out right away. Wow. Never mind, this is actually one of the worst patterns we could have gotten, actually. And it doesn't help that that rain for the hands is in the wrong spot. I know you have to flip it, but still, it's so trolly. So it looks like this is gonna end up being a lot more of a bad fight than I expected. I actually never expected that to be a bad pattern like that already. Still the same thing, of course. We use the Ice Elemental to freeze him, and then he says he can't move. Okay. Okay, there we go, that's much better. I was so focused on getting a straight line that I got thrown off when I wasn't able to get that. So, yeah. It's painful, but we finally got through this section. It took forever. So because his HP was not drained all the way to 0, we have to do a second magic circle now. Okay, we got the Ice Elemental, so we have to use fire on him. As far as I know. Oh wait, no, wait, yeah, this is the Ice Maze problem. There we go, we got it. I'm actually really good at the ice maze part. Sorry, Olivia, for not being able to do that. And anyways, we use the fire elemental power. Here. Had we have gotten that last one a lot more quicker than we did, he wouldn't have healed at all. Which is bad. Kind of chilly that that mechanic even exists, but hey. Interruption. Okay. Now the hands, which are all the way on the side. I always pay attention to the first two first, because then after I get the hands to the right spot, I know exactly where to go to the second shot. There we go, we got it. It can be a little bit tricky if you don't know what to do, but it's a lot easier when you figure out you basically have to memorize the exact pattern that is shown to you. So anyway, that's this one down. Okay, now we took him out that time. Last time we were able to take down the boss in 2 cycles, but oh well. Cool. Okay. Okay, good. Final phase, which is just dodging now. Okay. This is the puzzle. Okay. Why, you? Okay. Alright, now my turn to rush. Alright, time to use the final technique. Which we can set. Now that I know how to do this boss, this is not really a tough boss anymore. It was really cool, by the way, though. This is still definitely a tough boss if you do it normally, but as you saw now that I know exactly what to do, the second and third parts aren't really that difficult. If anything, the first part was difficult because of the healing. And you can skip this as well, so sure, we'll skip it and see what happens. So I will show this part because screw it. Though we did see this cutscene before, the video won't be complete without the credits anyway, so we're gonna just leave it at this. So yeah, we defeated the Beaver, the kingdom was saved, and yeah. You get it. From here on out, I will read the text because, yeah, it's been a while. So yeah, there we go. That's a very quick kill of King Ollie, the final boss of this game. And yeah. Of course, we used the 1,000 crane technique to restore everything to what it was before it got folded up. Which is, of course, cool. I guess the skip was for that. Oh yeah, there's actually a lot of skips you could do, but I'd rather not do them right now. So Peach is back with us yet again. My goodness, what are we all doing here? Princess Peach, you're back to your old self. Wahoo! Wait, we're missing someone. Where's Olivia? Wait, yeah. Oh yeah, I just remembered. Olivia was folded by Ollie, and since she wanted everything folded by Ollie to be undone, that means Olivia's also dead completely as well. Oh, now that I realized it, this is actually kind of a sad ending. We had an innocent little friend that helped us throughout the entire game die. But at least she sacrificed herself to make it back to normal. I'm so happy that everything is back to normal. Town is bustling with an origami festival. Everyone is discovering the magic of origami and having fun. Baby Bowser with his funny paper craft. That's probably the funniest part I've seen so far. Some of the crafts here are really cool. Birdo. Ah, Mario, Peach, come take a look. My masterpiece is finally finished. You see, it's a miniaturized origami castle just like the one Ollie made. Mario, are you thinking about the origami girl who saved me? She was so brave to do what she did. We owe her everything. I just know she's with us in spirit. I wish I could thank her. Get around, everyone. It's time for the big finale. I just realized... Origami, thank you. I just realized... This is a reference. And this is a reference to Tangled, of all things. Why is Tangled referenced here with the lanterns? I honestly don't know, but I just realized that this is a Tangled reference. Holy crap. Jeez Louise. And it's not just anything bad, too. Like, Tangled is one of my favorite movies, and one of my family's favorite movies as well. Definitely one of the better Disney movies that came out that was new. Not complaining, it's just people have had problems with some of the others. But yeah. So there we did. 100% complete Paper Mario the Origami King. we obviously have to watch to the end because we want to see whether or not there's an ending or not. So that's interesting. So you could just skip the cutscene and go straight to the credits, but I want to show the little bit of the end off there just because I like skipping all the cutscenes. It's not fun. So obviously people have been probably talking about me about the new Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I might play that as my next game, I may not know, but for my next game I'm probably not going to do that. I'm actually going to surprise you guys with something you've probably never seen before. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Okay, so one thing I am going to confirm. So I've been streaming on Twitch quite a bit, and in case you guys didn't already know why I wasn't able to record so many videos for a while, which was like 2 months ago, it was because I was focusing on a playthrough known as Final Fantasy VII Remake. I was streaming that on my Twitch channel. So yeah, I have a video like that on my YouTube yet. You should definitely watch because it is a cool playthrough. And so far it was probably one of the hardest games I've ever tried to 100%. Like, that game took quite a while. And of course I did all of that on my Twitch channel, streaming about 4 hours a day or so on like weekdays. I initially didn't want to stream it at all, but then Dad said that he would stream it, so I kind of wanted to have a stream war with him, and then it kind of turned into a race to see who can beat the game first, and then, yeah. So that's cool. But anyways, I should probably have told you this, guys, before, but how did you guys like this game? If anybody watches this video that hasn't commented yet, please leave a like if you enjoyed, rate, subscribe with some comments. Have you and here's my question to you guys. Have you played this game at all? And if you did, how do you like it? So far for me, I guess, in terms of review, this game is amazing and probably twice as good as Cover Splash and Sticker Star were, because obviously they just had terrible mechanics and people didn't really like them a lot. But this game is definitely worthy of a Paper Mario game though, because it was still challenging, it was decently difficult, and its unique puzzle mechanic, I actually liked it a lot. I've not seen anything else like it, actually. I haven't actually seen another game, or at least know another game, that uses a rain mechanic to fight enemies all the time. It's actually pretty cool. And that, for me, is like the one reason why I love this game. This is definitely a fun game. So, yeah, that's my review of the game, but if you guys want to share your thoughts on how you guys like the game, definitely do that. So, yeah, tell me in the comments, did you like this game a lot? Did you think it was fun? And not only that, if you guys 100%ed the game, then tell me what your hardest trophy was to get. For me, it was probably the Quizmaster trophy and the Reigns trophy, just because they were so annoying to do. But it is kind of different. Or if it was like a specific part of the game, definitely tell me that for you, which part was the hardest. Because this game is definitely pretty hard, and it was definitely hard to do as a blind playthrough, that's for sure. So we get to see this again. Oh! Hang on. Oh, so this is different. So, because we got 100%, Olivia and Ollie actually get refolded into non-lifeless figures this time. Oh, and also, well, that's 100%. Okay, so there's our confirmation game. The game even knows it! How funny. So, yeah, now we know that the game has been 100%ed. Cool! And if we go into the main menu and try and start our file, you'll see our file now has a star. So anyways, that's going to be it for this. that was full 100% playthrough of Paper Mario the Origami King. Really cool ending twerk they did there with, because in the original ending, Ollie and Olivia don't even show up in the ending at all. They don't get put on the throne to complete the throne itself. But if you do get 100%, they actually both appear on the ending. So the weird origami castle thing, or craft of Origami Castle, actually has Ollie and Olivia on top of that, which is a small quirk that you wouldn't get unless you 100% the game, which I like it. It makes a lot of sense. So anyways, leave a like if you guys enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next session or game. Bye!